Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Silent Cities, the Commonwealth War Graves Commission's YouTube series. This week we have a very special episode where we're going to be talking to head gardener in our Gaza War Cemeteries, Ibrahim Jaradah. Ibrahim and his family have been working in Gaza for over 100 years, when Ibrahim's great-grandfather started working for what was then the Imperial War Graves Commission. So we're going to be hearing today from Ibrahim about the challenges of working in an area that struggles with conflict, that is tackling climate change, and is helping to welcome external visitors in an area where access can be very difficult. So welcome, Ibrahim.
It's very good to see you. How are you?
And so would you tell us, Ibrahim, a little bit about the number of sites that you look after, how many people in your team and how it works?
Actually, if we would like to talk about the Gaza sites, in Gaza Strip, we have two big sites. One of it, the biggest one in Gaza City, and we have another one in the middle of Gaza Strip called Deir al-Balah. We have 6 members of staff looking for these sites, and also my father, he is. After he finished his service with the commission, he was a trainer for the commission, and also until now, he provided us with some help, us answering of some questions, give us from his experience until now, to keep these sites beautiful, like you see in the pictures.
Well, this is fascinating because, of course, your family go back generations, don't they? 100 years, I think, your family have been working with the Commission in Gaza. So tell me how it all started. Who was first, and how did it all follow on?
Actually, my family's roots and the connection with the Commission go back even my grandfather, Ibrahim. My great-grandfather, Rabi', was worked for the IWGC
Yes.
in Beersheba War Cemetery around in 1920s. Yes, as a gardener, and before the 1947, and in the events of the 1948, my family, like thousands of the Palestinian families, moved to Gaza. And then my family takes the responsibility for the Gaza Strip sites. And my grandfather, Rabbi, in the normal way, give his knowledge and his experience to his son, Ibrahim, to complete the march of my family after him. Yes, and then my grandfather, and then my father, and then me.
And of course, your family have been very much involved in training all of those techniques and those horticultural practices to make sure that the staff that follow them really know what they're doing, because you must have some quite difficult challenges around climate change and how do you manage the planting and keeping everything so green when you have sort of challenges around water or even electricity, I think?
Actually, in the Gaza sites, one of the most challenges and problems that we have is the lack of water and electricity resources. This makes us working after the working hours, for example, in the night, in the day, because the electricity coming in Gaza, 50%, and also the water coming for 3 times a week. But our staff working to watering the sites manually, as well as sometimes in the night. We trying to keep the grass and plants healthy as much as possible until past to the winter season. And in the winter, the situation is more good than the summer. for the challenges
Yes.
as well. It's not even the lack of electricity and water, it's lack of spare parts as well, because it's not easy. The machinery that we use and the commission give us, their original companies are not working in Gaza. There is no spare parts, so it's very difficult to bring them in Gaza. It need big communications between the UK consulate in Gaza and the Israeli side to bring them to Gaza. And the same for the visits. Only the UK staff members can, from our managers or supervisors, can visit in Gaza from years to years. And the only way to contact with my line manager in Israel and the other colleagues is only by WhatsApp and by the phone.
Yes.
So there is
Yes.
no visits. It's very difficult to get visits from our managers and supervisors, and all of this. It's challenges, but we are trying to make our strategy to deal with all problems.
And I know that some of the other challenges that you faced have been, some of their operating conditions can be quite difficult. You have had missile strikes, I think, at the sites, and you're working in an area where there is some conflict. How do you and your team manage that? What sorts of issues have you had there?
At the first time, when the wars and the developments, political situations, we are trying at the first to leave the dangerous sites, because and to take the humans, and especially, for example, my family who living in the house of the Commonwealth of Graves Commission in Gaza, and in the last years we get some shoots around us and around the cemeteries, next to the house, next to the staff rooms. Sometimes it's in the night or in the day, but the first time we are trying to go to the safe place. And when the war is end, we back to the side. We inform the police and the government to check these sites, to make sure that there is no dangerous, though there is no muscles or another thing. Everything is safe, but it affects the sites in general, because we have a lot of maintenance for the grass, for the planets, and also for the stones. And also, this is affects the staff from inside. They
Yes.
feel so sad about the sites and about the humans, about the our work in general.
I think one of the things that has struck me when wherever I've been, anywhere in the world, and hearing it from you as well, Ibrahim, is the absolute dedication of all of our staff everywhere to the job that they do, to the people that are buried in the cemeteries, to the people named on the memorials. It really matters to all of you, and I know it's a real source of great pride that you are caring for these graveyards and these memorials in the way that you do. And I am so sad that you're doing it in an area that is itself struggling with conflict and communities not safe. It is very hard to stay positive and to stay focused, but I think you all do. I always get that sense, and hearing you talk, you live in a very difficult time, I think, and you have your challenges and you worry about safety, but you all still, every day you go to work, you're still smiling, you're doing your best, your family are there. I have huge respect for that, and I know all of our listeners and our viewers will feel the same way.
5 of the gardeners here from Gaza, also their fathers,
Yes.
also as a gardeners for the commission, because in Gaza, each generation give his skills to the next one, not even in the horticulture side, but also when dealing with the other challenges that we talked about. And the commission put the trust family until now, still working and still provide everything to the commission and to the governments, Commonwealth governments, and for the people who buried here, for the people who give their life to their countries. It's our difficult and main work. We feel our work is very important, not only me and also my colleagues, because this place for the Gazan people also, they used to see it green, very beautiful. The Gazan people used to visit this place for many reasons, for the educational trips, for from the normal people, and they are take care of this place from more than 100 years ago. And also our neighbors love this place, trying to look after it. When they saw someone, for example, trying to do something not good in the sites or something, they speak with them because they maintain the place. They love the place, yes. And if we want to talk about the visit that we get here in Gaza, there is a lot from the universities, from the schools, honorable schools, and government schools. Yes, every day we have visitors from the educational organization, and from the years we make with them a very good relationship, because we also trying to improve these visits. We welcoming them, we helping them answering these questions, and trying to provide them all the assistance that they need during their visits, especially for the young ones, for the students.
One of the biggest jobs for the Commission at the moment and ongoing is, how do you ensure the memory of all of these people that we look after, so that their personal sacrifice is for nothing? You know, it isn't for nothing. They have not died in vain, and that we all learn from that. So I am so happy that all of your colleagues do that, and I'm pleased too that you've got some younger, newer members of your gardening teams, and also people that do the headstones, the stonemasons, and the we call them works teams. So the craftsmen, the specialist craftsmen. And we have them across the Commission, don't we? We have carpenters and blacksmiths and stonemasons, as well as our gardeners and our horticulturalists, and all of you together create these wonderful spaces. So it makes a big difference. And so, is there a memory, a special memory for you? One thing that you want to share with us from your time working with the Commonwealth War Graves?
Each member of the Jaradah family has his own story with the commission sites. For me, of course, I have, and how not, and I was born in the Commonwealth War Graves Commission house in 1991 because, yes, at that time, there is war and bad political situation. And my father could not take my mother to the hospital because of the curfew at that time.
Yes.
So I was born in the commission's house
In the
and
house.
live in this, yes, and live in this house until now. My grandfather used to say to me, who was born in this ship called the Son of Sea. And for me, I was born in this house, so I feel that I'm son of this place, son of the commission. I feel that I have a relationship with the stones, the trees, and memories, everything here. So this is my small story. And as I said to you, my father also, my grandfather, each member of my family has his own story with the commission sites here in Gaza. Yes.
Ibrahim, that's just so lovely. I love the fact that you feel so at one with the stones and the trees, and the whole place is your very being, isn't it? And being born in the commission house and the family history. Because I remember you'd said at the beginning when we were started to talk, you said your great grandfather was IWGC, so that's Imperial War Graves Commission. Now, of course, Commonwealth War Graves Commission, same organisation, just a change of name over the years. But it has been a real honour to meet you, Ibrahim, and I do thank you so much for your time. And I very much look forward to meeting you, hopefully not too far in the future. I will do my best to get out to Gaza and to meet you and your colleagues in the team. But in the meantime, I do say thank you from all of us, from all of our viewers, our listeners, from everyone here at the Commission. Thank you for everything that you and your team, your colleagues and your families over the years have done for us. And I wish you very, very happy in the future and a very successful continued time with the Commission. And thank you so, so much for taking the time to talk to me today. It's been wonderful to talk to you.
Actually, it's really wonderful to see you today and to talk with you. Thank you very much in general for all your efforts for all our sites around the world, and especially in Gaza, and for the Gaza team. And I hope that in the future, the situations in Gaza will be more good than this, and the visits is easier to see you face to face. So really, thank you all in the head office, and especially for you and for our media team, who does a great job.
They do a great job, don't they? Well done, media team.
Thank you so much.
Ibrahim, thank you so much. And I look forward to seeing you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.